Hi guys, and welcome to another review from Vaporider. Today we're reviewing the Rafale, but before I get into that, we are having a giveaway for the Rafale and the RBA base. So check Vaporider Instagram and vaporider.com for details on that. We are also selling the Crown tank for $19.99, so check that out. Let's dive down into this comparison. All right, so here's our tank. The Rafale. As you can see, it comes with this silicone sleeve for the drip tip. The drip tip does get fairly hot, so that's why they included this. If you're one of those people who like to customize your drip tips, you will not be able to do that with this. This is all one piece. The chimney and the drip tip are all interconnected. As you can see, there's that little plate in there. There's a spiraling effect to keep the juice from spitting back and up through this chimney. But we'll get into that. Let me slip this back on there. As you can see, grab this Crown tank here. Compared to the Crown, the airflow on the Rafale is much, much bigger. Those holes look about double the size of the ones on the Crown. I'm getting a little bit of leaking there. I'll get into that later. Let's go ahead and close this off so I can show you guys the top fill. The new top fill that Uwell has here is this little plate that slides up and down. It's kind of hard to show, but I'll do my best here. If you turn this to the right, you can see it gets closer and closer to the top of this tank until it's fully closed. And as you can see, there's a little bit of juice that gets captured in there. These holes are also very small, so it's going to be sort of difficult if you don't have a syringe or needle top bottle to fill this up. And I think the Crown really shines in that area. This top fill is, in my opinion, much more convenient, much easier. Here we have the fresh out of the box Crown and Rafale coils. They both have this little silicone sleeve over them. And as you can see, the Rafale coils are much bigger than the Crown coils. That actually has this little metal plate on top there. Still the same 4 airflow holes. The contact on the bottom is a little bit different on the Rafale. It's more of a bridge than a plate like this is. Here we've got the two devices side by side. The Rafale is actually a millimeter larger. It's a 23 millimeter device, whereas the Crown is a 22. The Rafale does gain 1 milliliter of capacity. It's a 5 mil, and the Crown is 4. Like I said, this drip tip does get hot. Let me show you the internals here so I can sort of explain. Here we have this plate, and that's spiraled. So in theory, your juice comes up through the chimney, or your vapor comes through the chimney, and it's going to get caught by the spiraling plate that's inside of there. That correlates to the temperature you feel here in the drip tip, because your coil is large and it's cased in metal and it's right there. Now, we did see a little bit of leaking earlier in this video, and that is from this top fill mechanism here on the Rafale. It does tend to leak when you fill it from the top. I haven't found a way to remedy it. As far as using the top fill, Bottom fill, I haven't had any issues with the leaking from it, and you know, as you can see, it's sort of condensated in there. So let me give you my thoughts on how the Rafale compares to the Crown. We'll take it back up top. Moment of truth, which one is better? You do get 2 coils and an extra glass with the Rafale, 3 coils and an extra glass with the Crown. That being said, I don't really think they're comparable. The Rafale is more of a TFE4 Arctic Horizon V8 type cloud chasing, warm vapor, less flavor, more clouds. Whereas the Crown has more flavor, cooler vape, more of an all-day type device. As I mentioned before, we are giving away the Rafale as well as the RBA base, so check Instagram on details on that. And be on the lookout for this little guy. This is a prototype we have here, dual 18650 SX350J chip. We've got a few colors in the works, so be on the lookout for that. That's it for today, guys. And remember, ride the vape.